the film has gotten rave reviews. I mean, it's a short film. It's the only short film that was on the top 20 list of horror movies for the Examiner. Did you expect this type of attention? Did you know what a great film that you had produced?
I thought it was when I saw it. You know, when I was done and I saw it. I don't want to sound like an egomaniac, but I thought it was really good. And then we entered in a couple film festivals and didn't get in. I'm like, well, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, you know? So I got like really depressed, and then I sent it off to some, I think one film critic. I finally found one film critic that was like in Sweden or something to review it, and he really liked it. And I said, well, that's okay. That made me feel a lot better, you know? And then I sent it to Gruesome Herzog, who does his podcast, and he really liked it. And I said, okay, well, maybe this is pretty good. So I started sending it out to more and more, and we just started getting more and more reviews. And I think, honestly, almost every single review we've gotten has been positive. There's been a couple that
wasn't like 10 out of 12 or something, and the others
I think 10 out of 12 were very positive, and the other 2 were somewhat positive.
Gruesome Herzog, the voice of horror. Director Ace Jordan. Ace, how are you?
Gruesome, we meet again. How are you?
Good. It's been a long time since we did an interview. This is before the Kill Devil Hill went viral on the internet. But the reason why I have you on here, it has to do with Kill Devil Hill. We talked, and you want to make an announcement. And there's also things that you're involved with that I think you want to talk about. So I will give the floor to you. As you know, I love Kill Devil Hill, and a lot of people love Kill Devil Hill. But go ahead, Ace.
Well, first I have 2 major announcements. The first one is that on Friday, October 21st, 7 p.m., Kill Devil Hill will be screening at the Corpse Dance International Film Festival in North Carolina. It's located at the Roth Brewing Company at 5907 Triangle Drive in Raleigh, North Carolina. The other big announcement, this is kind of a 2-parter. The first one is that we launched our official website, which is killdevilhill.webs.com. And the cool thing about the website is that you can go there and watch the film for free in its entirety. And there's no set date. We're probably going to keep it up there for as long as we like. So the only downside to that is that you have to sit through a couple ads, but they're little banner ads at the bottom of the screen. And if you watch the film full screen like you should, you hardly will even notice them because they're in the black part of the letterbox. So they're barely even noticeable, and that's how we try to make some money off this thing. So we're hoping everybody out there checks out the movie.
Well, you know what? I will post the link that they can click on and go right to it. But
awesome.
now I'm going to ask you this. Now we've talked off and on for the last year. Kill Devil Hill, from the time that we spoke and to now, how many people do you think roughly, as far as the reviewers and bloggers, has seen it?
Reviewers and bloggers?
Yeah.
I know that we've gotten about 20 reviews, give or take. And that's just the ones I know about.
Right. But yeah, but 20 reviews. It's now they're all positive, I'm sure. Correct.
The majority, yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
With every film, there's people who don't like it, so.
Well, a lot of people have said the same thing as what I did. Is, well, I shouldn't say like me, but a lot of them want more. The short film, it was so well made that, I said this before and I'll say it again. The short film, Kill Devil Hill, when you watch it, it looks like it was a lot of money was put into it. And that's where I think your skill level and your experiences, can make something look really, really good, and you wouldn't know that it's a low budget.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, that's what we were going for. When some of the reviews I did mention that, they were disappointed that it was a little short, but that's actually a good thing. And then, yeah, I think some people were a little disturbed by it, which was kind of the intention, but I didn't make the film for shock value. I was trying to tell a story, and I thought, you know, that to portray the violence realistically would be the best way to do it. So, you know, if it offends people, well, then they probably shouldn't watch it.
Right. And that's because, you know, you have a mother, father, and two children, you know, and I don't want to say too much because I don't know who all didn't see it. But, you know, that is a shock value, okay? Now, obviously, if you're into horror movies, which I am, of course, and most people who reviewed it are into horror. That's why they got it in the first place. But, you know, a lot of people are just curious, you know, and some things that they don't want to see, and they have their opinion. And, of course, everybody has their opinion, you know. But it's not like it's, you know, I understand it's a touchy situation because of what you see at the end of the film. But like you said, that wasn't your intention. Your intention was to tell a story, a myth, or whatever, back a long time ago, and that's basically what you're trying to do with it. So, you know, if people are going to get upset over that, then they should just go ahead and keep watching the drama films. I mean, hell, in drama films have the same damn thing, so I don't know what the big deal about that is, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the only issue I have with that is that some horror films are like that. They fall into the shock value category, and they're made to try to shock you and disturb you and kind of make you queasy.
Right.
And that's fine. I mean, there's an audience for that. The only problem I have with that is that I wasn't trying. I had never intended to make Kill Devil Hill that way. I mean, I knew it was going to be intense, and I knew that it would affect people a certain way, but I wasn't kind of aiming for that market.
Right.
You know, I was just trying to make it as dramatic and more of a dramatic thriller than, you know, a horror film based on shock value for appeal.
Right. Well, obviously, you know, that whole story that Kill Devil Hill, I mean, that is a shock value. I mean, it's, I gotta be careful because I don't want to give it away, but so things that you do see in that film, it happens probably every day or somewhere, some whack job somewhere. You know, it's not like it's out of the realm, if you know what I mean. So, you know, I've watched this thing numerous times since I got it. You know, it's just very well made, and I get a kick out of some people. You know, they'll complain about that. Like, well, for instance, The Woman, Lucky McKee. I mean, when that was being screened, people were like running out of the theater, screaming and hollering and raising hell. Well, you know, you have to know what you're getting yourself into before you enter that theater. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, common sense. But other than that, you know, it doesn't really matter. I mean, everybody has their own tastes in films and what they don't like and do like. And overall, I think Kill Devil Hill was very successful. You know, it reached a lot of people, and I'm hoping that people who listen to this interview with you will all get a chance to check it out who didn't see it, and I'd like to see what the feedback's going to be for you.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, the host site that we're using, I think you can watch it in most countries. I don't really have any way of looking that up, but I know originally we tried to get the film on Hulu, and they rejected it, you know, probably because of the violence. That's what our distributor told us, but they said that, you know, they never give out the actual reason. But from what I learned is that Hulu only plays in the United States. So it's maybe a good thing because now people from all over the world can watch it, and they can watch for free, and they can watch it as many times as they want.
Right.
Part of the thing about it being so short was I wanted to make the audience want to watch it again, like 2 or 3 times, to try to see if they could figure it out, to try to see if there was something they missed, and if they watched it again, maybe they could find little pieces of a puzzle to make the story make sense.
Right.
Some people don't like films like that. They want it all wrapped up, you know, with a bow on top by the end. And I kind of want to make people think and to use their imagination and to, you know, project what they feel is going to happen next and why it happened and all that stuff. So there you have it.
Yeah, I can tell you what. I mean, I seen it, like I said, over a year ago, and I think my review states it. I think I said it. Is when I watched that, and right as it ended, it leaves you really thinking about what you just saw, and it's like brain instinct. Go back and watch it again. And you mentioned it. That's the intelligent way, the smart way of how you made that film. Short enough that it'll make people go back and watch it again. And I understand exactly what you said there, because the effect did it to me. So I'm sure a lot of people had that same effect. Let's go back and watch it again. Maybe we'll see something different this time, you know?
Hmm.
But I know it's...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works either. I think the main reason I was so disappointed was not so much that it didn't get in or they didn't feel it was a good film. It was that I feel I missed out on the chance to have another screening in Los Angeles. After the first one went so well, it would have been an opportunity for a bunch of my friends in the industry and just people who aren't even in the industry to go out there and see it.
Right.
It's so difficult when you have screenings all over the country and even in other countries. It gets tricky to get out there.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, have you ever entered into short film festivals? I mean, other than Shriek Fest? I mean, there's some that
I've only entered into a couple film festivals, so I don't think I entered into any primarily short film festivals, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. But that could
That's probably
be
a good idea.
Yeah, because I know there's a festival, I can't remember what it was, and then once I remember, I will send you the email, but I know they specialize into strictly short films. I mean, there's like different categories. There's horror, there's thriller, there's drama, there's comedy, and I think that might be pretty suitable to get in there, because then you have a wide variety. Because Killed Up a Hill does have a wide variety of, you know what I mean? It has the horror effect, it has the family effect, it has the drama effect, it has the you know, it has a little bit of everything in there. I mean, it's not like a strictly boom, boom, slash, slash, bam, bam, kill, kill, shoot, shoot film. It's more like a family drama that goes sour, you know, so.
Yeah, it's hard to label it.
Right.
I think with everything I write, I try to make it cross-genre, where it kind of blends in between different stories, and ultimately it's just drama, you know, and horror is just kind of stylistically how I decide to make the film.
Right.
You know.
So now, is there anything else that you're in the process of doing? I know you sent me a script, which I'm not going to mention right now. I read it, and that's on hold right now, correct?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's on hold right now. You know, I got to come up with an S-load of money to make these things.
Yep.
But I will say, regarding that, I actually had, in the past, I had written a sequel to that, and very soon I am going to combine those two into one film, kind of like a Kill Bill Part 1 and 2.
Right.
And try to make this big epic horror movie. And you know, that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Okay, well,
Say that on the website, I've actually advertised it, that I was on Ion Entertainment with Taylor Graham and Melinda Bennett.
Yep.
And we recorded nearly an hour-long interview. There was interviews with them, and then there was an interview with myself.
I saw it.
And them too. But just recently, they released that episode on DVD, and in between the two episodes, you can watch the whole movie. So at the moment, that's the only place that you can buy Kill Devil Hill on DVD, because Inflix had a DVD of it, but they just recently discontinued all their, you know, DVD services, and they're not making them anymore. So that Ion Entertainment DVD is the only place where you can find Kill Devil Hill on DVD at the present time.
Ion Entertainment. Oh, sorry.
Can't give a number.
Well, yeah, links.
Okay, one more time. Here it is. Kill Devil Hill will be screening at the Corpse Dance International Film Festival in Raleigh, North Carolina, Friday, October 21st at 7 p.m. The event is being held at the Roth Brewing Company. The address is 5907 Triangle Drive. Again, that's in Raleigh, North Carolina. Our website, our new official website address is killdevilhill.webs. That's WEBS.com. And on Friday, you'll be able to watch the film there for free. And also we'll be posting it on our Facebook fan page too, which is killdevilhill.com/ I'm sorry. It's facebook.com/killdevilhill.
Yeah, and what I want you listeners to do, if you do catch this interview, after the ones who did not see Kill Devil Hill, go ahead and leave some comments for Ace on the Facebook page of Kill Devil Hill, and I'm sure he'll appreciate any comments that you have. So.
Oh, real quick, on the killdevilhill.webs.com page, we have some of your, I think we have your review and one of your interviews on the website already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Now, I'm assuming that your interview with Donna Lee's on there too, right? The YouTube video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be a good help. And then also the cast is on there too, because you have two separate ones, correct? You have the cast with you and then you by yourself.
There's actually quite a few interviews on there.
Yeah.
There's, I think, 6 different interviews, one with just varying different places. There's like two with Donna, a couple with TTN HD, and I don't know, I'd have to check. There's a bunch of stuff on the website. I wanted to give the people who enjoyed the film a lot to look at. It's a pretty in-depth website. I think my interview is on there, and then the podcast review of the film. It's a funny story. I think you were pretty much the first review I ever got of that film, and it was right at a time where I'd just been rejected to a couple film festivals, and I was feeling kind of down, and I was actually at the Knott's Halloween Haunt, and right before walking in, I got on my iPhone, and I was underneath this roller coaster, straining, trying to hear your review to, and this thing's rocketing above my head going, and I could barely hear this thing, but I'm pressing the thing to my ear, trying to hear every single word, and it was positive, and it just kind of, it just made my whole night.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I mean, like I said, when I do reviews, I mean, I loved it, and so that film is to make you think and want to see more. But I do thank you for coming on. You asked me, and I want to help much as I can to get to special announcements you had here. So hopefully people, again, go to killdevilhill.webs.com and check out Kill Devil Hill, and please leave Ace Jordan some comments on Kill Devil Hill Facebook page, and tell them what you think, and spread the word. So Ace, I thank you for coming on. You've been a good friend, good person to talk to, and I wish you all the best, and I can see a future for you within the next 2 to 3 years. You showed your skills for Kill Devil Hill, and and I wish you the best.
I appreciate that very much.
No problem. And I thank you for coming on, and again, just stay positive, and good things come to those who wait. That's what my grandparents always tell me. Listen to me, Mr. Teacher. But thanks, Ace.
Thanks for having me, and have a great Halloween.
Oh, I will. Thank you. You too. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
We'll see you.
Okay, you too.
Bye.